Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at an idea that is just brilliantly simple, yet totally revolutionary. It all starts with a question. What if you could get fresh juice, or even soda, straight from a piece of fruit with just a single high-tech tap? Okay, so just imagine this for a second. You walk up to a fresh orange, but you don't have a juicer. Instead, you've got this small, sleek little tap. You just attach it, turn a lever, and boom, out pours perfectly chilled orange-flavored soda. I know, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? Well, believe it or not, it's real, or at least it's the core idea behind a new company called the Robo Tap Company. And they haven't just imagined it, they've designed an entire business plan all around this incredible concept.
All right, let's get into it. How do they actually pull this off? Well, the company's whole vision starts with two different products, each one made for a different kind of taste.
So at the very heart of their plan, you have these two little devices, and yeah, they look pretty much identical, but one is designed to give you pure, fresh juice, while the other, well, it creates something totally different from the exact same piece of fruit. Okay, so let's break it down. You've got the soda tap on one side. This thing actually infuses carbonation and flavor to make soft drinks. We're talking turning an orange into something like a Fanta, or a lemon into a Sprite. Pretty wild, right? Then, for the purists out there, you've got the standard tap. This one is super simple. It just pulls out pure, fresh juice. So you get watermelon juice from a watermelon, strawberry juice from a strawberry. It's two totally different experiences, all from one core piece of tech. So of course, this brings up the biggest question of all. How in the world does this thing actually work? I mean, how do you turn a solid piece of fruit into a drink that's ready to go? Let's take a look at the process. And they've made the whole process super easy for the user. It's basically 5 simple steps. First, you just insert the tap. Then, you press a switch to secure it in place. From there, the device starts doing its magic inside the fruit. And get this, before it even comes out, a little screen lets you customize things, like the temperature or even the vitamin content. Then finally, you just turn the lever and you've got a fresh drink. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So, these are obviously way more than just simple taps, right? They are jam-packed with some serious tech. We're talking internal blades that liquefy the fruit, a really powerful suction system, and even those onboard controls for temperature and vitamins. And here's a cool little finishing touch. The base is actually designed to change color to match whatever fruit you plug it into. How neat is that? Okay, so having an amazing product idea is one thing, but you've also got to have a solid plan to actually build it, right? Well, the creators here didn't just stop at the product. They went a huge step further and designed a super detailed blueprint for the entire factory that would build these RoboTaps. And here it is. This is their actual factory floor plan. And what's really impressive here is just how complete it is. I mean, it maps out the entire production flow, from the moment raw materials come in the door, all the way through manufacturing, quality control in the lab, and finally off to the packing room. They've thought of everything. So let's take a quick little tour of the key stations, shall we? Production kicks off at the CNC drilling machines. Now this is computer-controlled equipment, which basically means that every single metal and plastic part is engineered with absolute, total precision. After that, those newly shaped parts move over to a laser texturing machine. This is a really crucial step because it's all about how the product looks and feels in your hand. This is what gives the final tap that premium, high-quality finish. All right, next up. All of those finished parts come together at the automatic assembly machine. This is where the magic really happens, where all the complex guts of the device, the blades, the suction system, the electronics, it's all combined to create the final working tap. And the final stop on our tour is the packing room. Pretty straightforward. This is where the fully assembled and tested units get boxed up and ready for shipment. And just like that, the journey from raw material to a product ready for you and me is complete. So, you've got the product, you've got the factory plan, but what about the money? That's the next critical question, right? Is this actually a viable business? Well, when you look at the numbers, they seem to point to a really clear path to profit.
And keeping with this whole theme of simplicity, the business model itself is refreshingly straightforward. There's no complex stuff here. It's just built on simple, clear economics.
And thanks to that super efficient factory design we just saw, the numbers break down really nicely. Get this. The total cost to produce a single RoboTap is just 9 Swiss francs. They plan on selling it for a very reasonable 15 francs. Which leaves them with a healthy, sustainable profit of 6 francs on every single unit they sell. That is a really solid foundation to grow a business on.
So, who are the brilliant minds behind this whole thing? I mean, from the product design all the way to the factory floor plan.
Well, the entire concept for the RoboTap company was developed and founded by this inventive duo, David Gomez-Leitao and Cristiano Costacua.
You know, when you look at the whole thing, the RoboTap concept is just this powerful reminder that innovation doesn't always have to be some impossibly complex thing. Sometimes it's just about seeing a simple, everyday problem and then having the vision to think it all the way through to a complete solution. It really shows how a great idea, when it's meticulously planned out, can feel almost like magic. And it kind of leaves you with one final thought, doesn't it? What brilliant idea is just waiting inside you to be tapped?